Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. I am just going to do a few more episodes of this run here. We're going to do a little bit of conquest in Africa. I'm going to try to lock the British out of these areas. I do need to grab Massina, which is going to cost me a whole lot of infamy. How much would it cost me right now? Only 7 if I made it a protectorate. 14.5 if I ganked the whole area. So let's... Oh, what the heck? Let's steal the territory. Kablam. They have indeed refused. Nobody should be shocked by this. Let's go ahead and get the French army can be disbanded. We once again have 2 fronts, so I'm going to mobilize both the 3rd Corps and the Army of Africa. That is going to put us into high costs. Let's take a quick look at our market. Just make sure I'm getting everything I need. I'm still a little low on lead, which I thought we were producing just acres of lead. Apparently not. We're still building up our lead production, so it should be fine. Tea plantations are not at all profitable, but it is what it is. Paper is quite expensive. But again, I don't think I can afford to be doing dedicated government production right now. Is it useful for me to buy paper from abroad? Not really. I can't really get much of it. That's a shame. What if I flipped over to protect domestic supply? Okay, then I could get some from Denmark. A little bit from Ecuador. Yeah, sure. I'm surprised that Denmark has its own market. Oh, Sweden's in the Prussian market. Interesting. That's quite curious. Anyway. Let's go ahead and get our speed increasing here. So... Language in the classroom event. FOBA students sometimes use their native language in French schools. Some have called for teachers to penalize the use of these languages, forcing children to speak the official language of the Kingdom of France. You've noticed it too, right? He gets angry when anyone talks in class, but he gets angrier when we're talking. Maybe he thinks we're talking about him. I think he just doesn't like being reminded that we know something he doesn't. Schools should teach them to speak the proper language, which gives us full-day radicals, increases assimilation, and radicals from discrimination. Or the language is part of their heritage. Angry Catholic Church and Petit Bourgeois. I'm going to go with the first one. That is a... Oh, they've backed down. Wonderful. Alright, so that means... we hardly got any infamy there. Maybe it'll take over when we finish the... That's really interesting. I thought it was going to be 15 and change, but apparently not. Okay, so, do we have new areas we can colonize? Yes, we can colonize a dog through this little gap here. Oh, right. Great Britain colonized Tanganyika. Over here. Alright. They're coming down this way. Well, that's a shame, but it is what it is. Is Dar el Kuti a severe malaria area? It is. Okay. So the other way we can go ahead and cut the British off is by getting both of these states, by getting complete control over Ashanti, so that Britain can't take it over. Dutch East Indies wants a defensive pact. You know, Dutch East Indies, I am not a huge fan of you, so it's not. I just want us to be friends. I don't want us to be in a defensive pact. I think it's kind of funny that all of our protectorates are still... I think this might be a bug, this, because this is our flag that's covering these areas, which is normally a thing for places that have been occupied, but we're not occupying these areas anymore. At least not at this point. So, Johor is my protectorate. Perak is my protectorate. Selangor is my protectorate. Yeah, I've got a pretty solid. Sorry, it's been a minute, so I'm just remembering where we are. We were going to get Brunei, but they are allied to the Dutch East Indies. I might be able to 2.4 infamy. And they've got a defensive pact with the Dutch East Indies. How much of an army does the Dutch East Indies actually have? 33 battalions. I can definitely take them. I'll probably need 2 armies over there. Is anyone likely to intervene other than them? I don't think so. So let's go ahead and do it. Alright, so they have started. Gonna scrap this. Upgrade all these infantry, but also scrap this army. Alright, and we will mobilize the 3rd Corps in the Army of Africa. I'm going to put both of them here. And I'm going to put Escadron du Nord over here in this C node, just so that to make sure that they're in place in the area in case Dutch East Indies decides to get fighty with me. Now I need to find where those irregular infantry wound up, because I need to be able to turn them into skirmish infantry. Not in 3rd Corps. Not in 2nd or 1st. Cool. I'll go back and check the footage later. So, let's go ahead and increase things. I think we can afford to go back to middle taxation at this point. That'll leave us at a legitimate government, which I'm pretty happy with. We got 1 million loyalists. It's going to tick down our standard of living just a hair, probably, but I do need to build up a reserve of cash. I know some of you have commented that I am a little bit too conscientious about building up cash reserves, but I just love having a cash reserve. Brunei has not called in the Dutch East Indies. I could potentially get Bali in on this, but I don't really think there's anything to do there. I don't feel like I need it. A lot of people have declared neutrality, so who's left in the countries that are participating? Yeah, still some people. Still some people here at the top. India, China, and Britain. Did I hallucinate that there was a Taiping rebellion already, or did that happen? I've played a lot of runs of Victoria 3 on this channel, and sometimes it's hard to remember. Standard of living is holding steady. Number of loyalists is going down, which is unfortunate, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Alright, now that I've got a little bit of cash, let's go ahead and build some extra paper mills. We got quite a few in Auvergne-Limousin. So let's build up 2 levels. Well, now I'm short of cash again. We'll build 4 levels. That's gonna be all of our money for a bit, but after that it'll be good to go. Our armies are actually not here yet, which is a shock. I'm really hoping they don't cause a problem here. Wait, they've already taken over the area. Alright, hold on. Sorry, I thought we're good. Alright, so you need to be naval invaded with Escadron du Nord, which is right here. Confirm, and then you need to be stationed in Magunda now to join the battle later. Trade agreement with Chile? Absolutely. Okay, they were able to go fast. And we are attacking forward. Hey, station in... Where are you going? Okay. Alright, weird. Once again tarnished. Weird, but not a sin. Good, we're 38% landed. Again, Dutch East Indies didn't get involved in this, so I'm actually pretty confident. Perfect. Alright. And both of our armies are on the front now. Or very near to being on the front. And we've got all of Brunei taken over. So now it's just a matter of getting back our other holdings. Going to go ahead and set the peace conditions to Brunei as a protectorate. And after that, I might... I've got Kutai already, right? Yes. I might try to bully the Dutch East Indies into giving me some of their protectorates. Yeah, here we go. I don't know why we're playing, why we're going roundy round here, but we sure are. I thought I was setting them back to where they were supposed to be, but apparently not. Anyway, I think it'll be fine. Brunei's already nearly capitulated. So that shouldn't be a problem. Cool. And there's psychiatry. Wonderful. That should be them ready to accept the French hegemony. We're at 0. I think I need to wait another week. Oppose. And Russia wants an alliance. You know what? We're both aristocratic, autocratic powers. But I don't want to get drawn into some nonsense. I prefer to just have a defensive pact. Russia. Realism is spreading to us. Oh, that's not great. That's not great. Realism has destroyed video games. Alright, so we're very nearly done with these paper mills. And then we'll continue to not build. Although we could be producing a lot more. Nassau military revolt, don't need to pay attention to that. We could be producing a lot more silk. So maybe it's time to build some of that up. Private sector is doing some of it, but could be doing more. Just do 5 levels each in Rhône and Provence. They've both got the infrastructure to support it, so it should be fine. We're doing very well on cash, actually. So in terms of the continuing growth of our economy, I want to shoot for steel frame buildings. So what do we have left under 2 in society? We got realism spreading. That'll probably be there by the time it's good to go, by the time I'm done with these other techs. So we'll go ahead and queue in not postal savings. We'll queue in organized sports first and postal savings after. Organized sports for that little prestige bump, and postal savings for the increased investment pool contribution efficiency, as well as extra maximum cash reserves. And then after that, if labor movement wants to spread to us, it can, but I'm going to go to steel frame buildings. And that's going to really help kickstart our economy here. Britain colonized Lindy. Stop colonizing places, Britain. Jeepers. That's again over here, I think. Tanganyika, Gogo, Masai, Lindy. Yep, here we go. That's the nature of it. So are we getting ticking loyalists? We are, but not that many. Alright, that should be fine. Perfect. This movement presidential republic is really strong. I think it might be time to boot Auguste Compte out of the country. Yeah, it's time. Bye! Right, so that's weakened the movement pretty significantly, and that should... Hey, they're finally done with. Excellent. So now we shouldn't have so many freaking ticking radicals. Ottoman Empire suppressing a revolt in Bahrain. That'll be fine. So at the end of the year, Ottoman Empire may, and in fact probably will, because Ankara has been taken by Egypt, will probably lose its recognized status. And that means that its protectorates will break off here. And I think at that time, I'll try to grab Tunis. What would it take to... What would it take to conquer Tunis? 20 infamy. Relationship with the Ottoman Empire is cordial, but that's not going to matter after that whole thing breaks up. So, we are already pretty low on infamy. I could afford to get into another war. It's only April. So, let's go ahead and grab Togo, because that'll get us access to Volta on the other side. Plus, this shouldn't be much infamy. 12.2, oh, that's quite a bit. What if we turned Ashanti into a protectorate instead? 8.1, that's still quite a bit. I don't want to run myself down in infamy that much. I could take over Futa Toro. Oh, that would be 4.0. Yeah, that should probably be fine. Yeah, that's not going to get us over where we want to be. So we'll go ahead and grab that. I've got another army with no leaders, so that can be up with. Oh, they accepted. Wonderful. Oh, because it was only I was only grabbing half of it. Maybe. Whoopsie doodle. We can go for more territory in Morocco. What would it take? 7.2 to return Marrakesh. 8.0 to return Fez. And I can only conquer Al Rif. That's going to delay me too much, so we'll just kind of wait for now on that stuff. We are building up our silk industry. So let's continue to look for export targets. We can send some to the Ottomans. And silk we... Oh no, we do have this set to no priority. Let's go ahead and set this to encourage exports. Because we're putting out so much of it. Both of our companies are reasonably profitable, which is giving us extra assimilation and reduced radicals from standard of living decreases. I'm hoping that that is helping our number of radicals go down, but I don't know that it necessarily is. In any case, let's do a little bit of economy management. We're a little short on man of wars, and that is costing the government some cash. A little bit short on fertilizer. Oh, actually, we're getting a lot of our fertilizer from abroad. We can go ahead and end our dependence on foreign fertilizer. There's breech-loading artillery, so let's go ahead and upgrade all of our artillery. There's the second corps. First corps. Army of Africa. And third corps. That should sort itself out in good order. Yes, it is. Alright. So that's going to be costing the government a bit more, but that's okay. And that should also enable a new production method for artillery foundries to cover the difference using steel instead of iron. That's fine. Next, I need to standardize my production methods manually. Conquer territories. It's just a thing I keep forgetting to do. You and you. Alright, so what was I thinking about next? Right, fertilizer plants. I need more of them. We got a few in French Low Countries. Let's build some up in Aquitaine. And I'm actually going to intersperse these. I don't need to intersperse them. We're already right on the cusp of being ready to go. So how are we doing with silk now? We're exporting a lot more silk. Beautiful. That's actually perfect. That's actually exactly what I want. Because exporting more silk means bringing more money into France. And eventually, we might even be able to counter a Chinese hegemony on the silk market. Because we've got a lot of arable land here in Rhône and quite a bit more in Provence that we can use for more silk plantations. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Who are we currently exporting silk to? We have some unproductive... Prussia doesn't like our glass nearly enough. That's gotta go. Nor our lead. Bringing in tools from them, I don't think that we need to be doing that anymore. Bring in dyes from the Netherlands. We don't need to be doing that anymore. Colonization of Windward Coast is complete. Excellent. Perfect. These trade routes are pretty marginal. I think we can leave them. We're not actually dedicated exporting silk. It's just a lot of countries buying silk from us. There's a Piedmontian uprising going on, trying to form a Republic of San Marco. Is ITR protectorate anymore? I know it used to be. Nope. Alright, well, we don't need to get... Actually... Hey, IT, what if... Well, once that gets done... I don't necessarily want to fight Austria. If Sardinia-Piedmont gets in there, I might actually side with Austria in order to grab a little bit of the Sardinia-Piedmont that I want, because I do want a little bit of Sardinia-Piedmont. Not too much. I just want to slice a little bit off the north and in the south. Just get a couple of bits, you know. Just give myself a little bit of Sardinia-Piedmont. Perfectly normal. Let's become protectorate. All right, IT would be willing to be our protectorate. Radical IT would not. So. Oh, excellent. Just putting an army in the area. IT requests indemnity renegotiation. The country of IT, suffering a massive indemnity owed to us for the exchange for their freedom, has requested a renegotiation of the terms. As a humble servant of IT's National Assembly and the treasury of this nation, it is my duty to inform you that the indemnity we are bound to is beyond our means. The means to remove the iron manacles has only become paper bindings instead. Surely you must understand having your wings crushed by debt. I beg of you, as King of the Kingdom of France, to ease our people's suffering. So we currently have a line item. It's giving us 4,000 pounds per week. Granted, influence is a currency of its own. They owe us an obligation. Oh no, it's only reduced by 1% or denied. We keep what we're doing. I'll do the first one. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love getting obligations. We finally got canneries, so let's go ahead and switch over our food industries. This is going to make these massively profitable. So will it be more profitable to can meat or fish? That's the great question. Let's see. Prediction says it'll be more profitable to can meat, but let's take a look at the market to make sure. It's going to be 251 meat or 376 fish. So, meat price increase of 251, will completely tolerate that. Fish, only marginally. So, yeah, we're definitely canning meat. Shazam. And that'll definitely reduce the price of groceries, which will be really good. Do I need a fleet here? I don't think I do. I think we can live with this. I sure hope I can get here in time. Actually, before... I know I said I didn't need a fleet, but let's go ahead and put the Mediterranean squadron in there. And in the meantime, we'll take the Northern squadron, and we'll bring them back to France. Sorry, San Marco. I just don't think that part of the world is that important to me. Ooh. A trade agreement with Switzerland. I accept. That's right. Switzerland is a... Oh, nice. You get our icons over here for our diplomatic relations. That's pretty cool. That's very good, actually. I like that a lot. That's right. Switzerland are our friends. Exile of a Democrat. Interesting. Ooh. Switzerland will be able to be in our customs union. I say yes. Get in here. Be a market for my goods. Heck yes. Oh, I'm so pleased. So has that affected our market at all? It's Hooked up the price. Oh, no, that's the price of meat. Due to the canneries. I've got arts academies, right? IT. Hold on, this I actually do need to kind of pay attention to. Alright, we are on the front right now, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue. Let's just watch and see if we can get ourselves a battle here, which we do have going. Here we go. Nice. That is a victory. We're pursuing, although they're not fleeing. Okay, they're fleeing now. Wonderful. Cause without a rebel. Although Louis-Napoleon Bonaparte is still fighting for his cause, no one is following him anymore. Despondent, Bonaparte has started publicly remarking that he may give up on his activism altogether. What's the point? Speakers only have any speak to empty halls and at empty chairs. There's no crowds, no banners. If anyone pays attention at all, they never understand a thing we're preaching. What reason is there to stay here? We're all stuck doing nothing. Perhaps he can find greener pastures elsewhere. He's exiled. Or this is no time for timidity. The movement needs drastic changes. I don't think the movement for autocracy under Louis-Napoleon Bonaparte is going to catch on. So I'm just going to exile him. Bye-bye. Time to go. See you in hell. All right. Very nearly won this war. IT is in default. I'm going to bankroll IT. At this point, IT is rapidly becoming a very complicated tax evasion scheme. But you know, that's 19th century politics for you. All right. Did the Ottoman Empire fail their event? They did. Wonderful. So that means that as soon as this war is done, I can just go ahead and grab Tunis. They are conciliatory, but they shouldn't be. Perhaps I should do... Nah. I wonder what maniacal laughter sounds like in French. I should look up a sound, like a video or cartoon or something. South Cameroon is complete. All right. I'm not going to go on to this region because there's a lot of malaria over there. War is almost over. Let's go ahead and station the Army of Africa. Oh, they're going back to Africa already. Because they're the Army of Africa. That does make sense. I'm so good at things. So smart. I'm going to have to fight the Papal States. Why is the Pope protecting Tunis? Why are you protecting Tunis? It doesn't matter. Oh, I've got a return claim. Oh, that's fun. It's not going to be nearly so bad. Give me Tunis. Alright, so the Papal States actually are sending an army, I think. Oh, that's a fleet. That's a fleet. How much of an army does the Papal States actually have? Not much of one. They do have, if I recall correctly... Oh no, they're on professional army now. Pretty sure the Papal States starts on national militia, which is creates a really interesting setup. If the Papal States gets in on this... States sides Great Britain in the diplomatic play against the Lower Canadian Liberal Revolt. Alright. Whew. If the Papal States get in on this... Alright, Papal States has gotten in on this. So, I'm going to go ahead and mobilize another army group. Army Corps. And if the Ottoman Empire does too... You know what? We're not going to mess about with this, because the Ottomans might get in on this, and that would be a real hairball for us. So, we're just going to... No, actually, I'm going to station you in southern France. I still don't think we need to sway anybody. We could sway Sardinia, Piedmont, or Morocco. But neither of them are people I really want on my side with this thing. We're almost done with our construction as well, so that'll help make sure that our finances aren't too badly impacted by this whole situation. I think if the Pope gets, if the Ottoman Sultan gets in on this, then we'll do one level of conscription. But for the moment, I think we're good to go. They still might back down as well. They're uncertain. No, they're not going to back down because they're going to be annexed if they back down, which is not ideal. So now that we've built up our fertilizer plant, well, we're not quite there yet. I'll give it a few more weeks for them to get fully employed and finished built, and then I'll check how things are going and see if I no longer need to be importing fertilizer, which I would love to no longer need to be importing. Countdown to war is going. Ottoman Sultan is not going to get involved, which makes me very pleased. I'm very optimistic that I'll be able to do this without having any problems whatsoever. That's the end of the fertilizer plants. So before war gets kicked off here, fertilizer imports are not hugely productive, but they're also very small. Oh no, this one's still going. Oh, interesting. We're still bringing in quite a bit, but it's going down. Excellent. All right, Tunis, let's fight. Battle is nearly kicked off. Where is it? Here. And we are winning. As you can see, we've got Tunisian and Papal troops over here. They're stuck in the mud, which is helping us a lot. But our supply lines are busted, so we're taking extra morale loss. We are currently winning, but it's kind of anyone's game a little bit. Looks like we are... Let's take a look at the details here. Yeah, they're losing men a lot faster than we are. So I'm pretty positive about this overall. Excellent. They blundered, and now they're retreating. Wonderful. Nice. Alright, so we got a little... We actually got quite a bit of... occupation here. Yeah, we got these French emplacements being built. Alright, oh, this is a big old battle. Our logistics are secure. Reduced morale loss. That's very nice. We're actually still gaining in funds with all of our armies mobilized, which is pretty good. A mossy diplomatic play. That is a native uprising we will have to deal with. So let's go ahead and grab the Army of Africa and put them on the front over here. It's going to slightly reduce our ratio, but only slightly. I still feel extremely confident about our ability to win in Tunisia. Perfect. New battle is kicked off right away, but this is an encircled enemy pocket, so that's going to go really fast. If Hearts of Iron 4 tells me anything, which I might be completely wrong about, because, you know, that might not matter. But that's how I feel about it. Right, this one's in our territory. We got another battle with a Papal States commander. Yes. And that is Tunisia fully occupied. So I will go ahead and tap return Tunisia in the war goal. It's going to go down by a lot. We're still going to need to wait for them to be fully capitulated. Do I want to naval invade the Papal States? You know what? I think I do. Second Corps, you're coming. You're coming with me. We're going to Rome. Colonization of Mauritania is complete. Technically, I don't need to do this, but it'll be good fun. We'll see if I can fight the Papal States on their native soil, and the answer looks to be we probably can. Is this the Pope himself? Oh my gosh. The Pope is leading an army in 1856. Amazing. I'm so pleased. Oh my gosh. We got warrior popes. We got warrior popes, everybody. It's the Middle Ages once again, just like Jesus intended. Excellent. We're pretty much going to have to get them fully capitulated before that pops off. But, you know, it's all right. How much landing progress have we got? 25%. Wonderful. I really hope this continues. I'm very entertained. All of our other armies are on their way over there. Second Corps is in the ocean. And both of our... Actually, Third Corps, why don't you come back up this way so that if the time comes to fight the Papal States, you can actually land. Oh, there's mechanized workshops. Wonderful. Alright. That war has finished. This one is about to pop off. I think we'll just kind of go to the end of the year. It wasn't a failed naval invasion. The war ended. You hush. But we do have... Is that happening? We do have new production methods happening here. Most importantly... Oh, no, not paper bleaching. That's not until later. Let's normalize our production methods. New movement to enact freedom of conscience. The intelligentsia just cannot... They just cannot, let there be a situation. Oh my goodness. There's an Egyptian aristocratic revolt happening right now. But would either of them become my protectorate? No, but one of them would give up... We'll give up Ankara. Okay, hold on. Ooh. I could align with the British... with the Egyptian aristocratic revolt. I'm gonna do it. The forces of reaction stand together this day. Am I gonna say yes? Excellent. Alright, so these guys will come over here. We'll put the northern squadron in the eastern Mediterranean. And then Third Corps will stand on the front as well. Might be better to put them in the south, actually. We'll see. But yeah, we're getting deep into it in Egypt. And if I can get a protectorate over Egypt, that is going to be very, very good. Then I can grab Tripolitania and have the whole northern coast of Africa, which will be excellent. Oh, I'm building such a big empire. But for now, that's all we've got time for. I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun. And I will see you on the other side.